Max Verstappen's future has been the subject of much speculation lately, and it's no surprise. The buzz surrounding his potential move from Red Bull to Aston Martin has been gaining momentum, leaving fans and experts alike wondering, could this actually happen? Aston Martin, it seems, has made a tempting offer to the four-time world champion, one that could completely shake up the F1 landscape. Although both Red Bull and Aston Martin have denied the rumors, whispers continue to swirl about a massive deal on the table. Allegedly, Aston Martin is offering Verstappen an eye-popping contract worth around £200 million per year over 5 years, a total of £1 billion. While Max's camp hasn't confirmed these numbers, they've certainly kept the conversation going with their cryptic responses. But is this a real possibility? And what could this mean for Max's career moving forward? Let's take a closer look at the situation. Max Verstappen has made it clear that he's not driven by the desire for a legacy or financial gain. For him, it's about happiness and being in the right team where he can perform at his best. Despite this, the pressure from Aston Martin and their willingness to make such a huge offer can't be ignored. The team has been making significant strides, especially with the backing of Honda and their experienced staff, making them a serious contender in the fight for the championship. However, Verstappen has also been very vocal about his current situation at Red Bull, stating that he's happy with the team and doesn't feel the need to prove himself elsewhere. He's made it clear that winning more titles isn't a driving force for him, and that staying with one team for the long haul would be ideal. But with reports suggesting that Red Bull's car might face challenges in the coming seasons, could the prospect of a more competitive Aston Martin sway him? While Max Verstappen's loyalty to Red Bull is clear, the situation at the team is far from simple. The uncertainty about the car's performance in 2025 is a major factor. Red Bull has admitted that there could be challenges with the car's design and the possible issues with correlation, meaning the team might not be as competitive as it has been in the past. This uncertainty leaves room for other teams like Aston Martin to capitalize on the opportunity. Aston Martin, with its new investment in talent and technology, is positioning itself as a serious title contender in the coming years. And with Fernando Alonso nearing the end of his career, it seems logical that Aston Martin would be looking for a long-term solution, which could very well be Verstappen. The team has already made significant moves to bolster its roster, so attracting a driver of Max's caliber would undoubtedly push them closer to the top. Fernando Alonso has been a key figure in Aston Martin's rise, but as he enters the final years of his F1 career, the team knows they need to plan for the future. Alonso himself has said that 2026 could be his final season in F1, but he's open to the idea of staying one more year if things go well. This gives Aston Martin a window of opportunity to secure a replacement, and who better than Max Verstappen, the four-time world champion? As Alonso's tenure comes to a close, the need for a top-tier driver becomes even more urgent. If Aston Martin can land Verstappen, it would solidify their place as a championship contender for years to come. But there's still the matter of Lance Stroll, whose performance has been under scrutiny. Reports suggest that Aston Martin's leadership, particularly team principal Otmar Szafnauer, has questioned Stroll's ability to compete at the highest level. This could open the door for Verstappen to step in and take over. Lance Stroll's place in the team has become a topic of internal discussion at Aston Martin. Reports suggest that key figures within the team are questioning whether Stroll is the right fit to help push Aston Martin to the front of the grid. His performances have been inconsistent, and some insiders believe that a driver of Max Verstappen's caliber could elevate the team to new heights. However, replacing Stroll is a tricky situation due to his father, Lawrence Stroll's, heavy involvement with the team and the investment he's made. Despite this, there's growing pressure within the team to bring in a driver who can truly challenge for titles. If Stroll continues to underperform, it could lead to a change in the driver lineup sooner rather than later. Max Verstappen, with his dominance on the track, could be the game changer that Aston Martin needs to secure their future at the top of F1. And with the rumored offer on the table, the ball seems to be in Verstappen's court. The situation between Max Verstappen and Red Bull is also complicated by the ongoing tensions within the team. Max's father, Jos Verstappen, has been outspoken about his concerns with Red Bull's future, especially when it comes to the car's performance. He's expressed doubt about the team's ability to build a car that suits Max's driving style, which could play a significant role in Max's decision to stay or leave. According to Jos, if Red Bull doesn't make the necessary adjustments, there may be a point where Max will feel that his future lies elsewhere. These comments only add fuel to the speculation surrounding Verstappen's potential move. If Red Bull doesn't deliver a competitive car in 2025, Max might decide that a change is necessary to continue winning at the highest level. Aston Martin, with its ambitious plans and deep pockets, could be the perfect fit. But for now, everything remains up in the air as Max continues to evaluate his options. Red Bull's challenge in 2025 goes beyond just performance issues. The team's internal dynamics and leadership have also come into question. Max Verstappen's relationship with Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has been rocky at times, and Jos Verstappen's public criticisms have only added to the tension. This ongoing feud has raised concerns about the long-term stability of the team, especially if Max feels that his voice isn't being heard. If the team doesn't deliver a car that meets his expectations, Max might be more inclined to leave. Max has repeatedly stated that he's not driven by legacy or fame, but by the desire to compete in a car that gives him the best chance to win. If Red Bull cannot provide that, the allure of a fresh start at Aston Martin could become too tempting. With the backing of experienced staff and a solid partnership with Honda, Aston Martin has the resources to make a push for the championship. And with a driver like Verstappen, they could challenge for titles for years to come. As Max Verstappen weighs his future, the question remains, will he stay with Red Bull or make the move to Aston Martin? The answers lie in a combination of factors, from car performance to team dynamics and, of course, personal happiness. Max has always been clear about one thing. He wants to be in a team that gives him the best opportunity to win, and if Red Bull can't provide that, he may have to look elsewhere. Aston Martin's reported offer is undeniably tempting, and with Alonso's eventual departure, the team will need a superstar driver to fill the gap. Verstappen could be the key to their championship ambitions. As the situation unfolds, it's clear that both teams have a lot at stake. Will Verstappen stick with the team that brought him 4 world titles, or will he take a bold step into green, joining Aston Martin in their quest for glory? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The 2025 F1 season will be one of the most exciting yet.